welcome. Today we have a word problem on fractions. So Henry spent 2/5 of his money on groceries and 3/4 of the remainder on new clothes. He has $18 left. How much did he have at first? Now, first things first, whenever you see a bunch of fractions, don't panic. I know it looks kind of scary, but let's take things one step at a time. First things first, let's just read the first part of the question. Henry spent 2/5 of his money on groceries. Fair enough. So for this part, let's go ahead and just draw a simple model. Well, we have a bar right here, and we're going to split it into 5 parts. Something like this. So we know that he spent 2/5 of his money on grocery, which means that this part right here is spent on groceries. Alright, not too bad yet. Now, the question said that 3/4 of the remainder is spent on new clothes. So let's go ahead and draw that part. Now we see that we have 3/5 over here, which is not 3/4. So we probably want to draw a new bar for just this section right here. So let's extend it right here, and we are going to draw a brand new bar. Something like this. So remember, this part is the same as this section right here. Okay, and I'm just gonna I just extended it out. So 3/4 of this new remainder is spent on clothes, which means that if I cut it into 4 parts like this part right here is spent on clothes. Okay, so he has $18 left. So which part is going to be $18? Well, it's going to be this part right here. So we want to know how much he spent, how much he had at first. So which is going to be this whole section right here. How much is it? Alright, so if we want to solve for how much he has at first, we probably want to know how many is one of these blocks, how much is 1/5 of his money. To find out how much 1/5 of his money has, is probably got to do with this $18. So let's go ahead and find out how much this chunk right here is worth. So we know that 3/4 of the remainder is on new clothes. So $18 is, what is $18? Well, it's actually going to be 1 minus 3/4 of the remainder. Also known as 4/4 minus 3/4 of the remainder, which is just 1/4 of the remainder. So if we want to find the entire remainder, well, what we gotta do is just take $18 and we multiply it by 4. What does this give us? Well, 8 times 4 is 2, carry a 3, and you get 7. So now we know that this section right here is $72, which means that this section right here is $72. Okay, so now we have a little bit of a relation between $72 and the fifths. The $72 is the value of 3/5 of his money. So, like I said, $72 is 3/5 of his money. And we want to find how much he has at first, so that's 5/5. To do so, let's find 1/5 of his money. This is going to be equal to, well, we have 3/5 to be 72, so we want 1/5, or basically 1 unit. So that's going to be $72 divided by 3. This is going to be equal to 7 divided by 3, it's 2, remaining the 1, 12 divided by 3 is 4. So that's $24. 1/5 of his money is going to be $24. So therefore, we want to find how much he had at first. So we are going to take $24 and multiply by 5 because he initially had 5/5 to begin with, and we already know what 1/5 is worth. So this is going to be equal to $120. So this right here is going to be how much money he has as first. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.